Use this and never feel exhausted. Stoicism. You wake up every day to a whirlwind of tasks, responsibilities, and expectations. The feeling of exhaustion creeps in before you even finish your morning coffee. But what if you could change your perspective and find energy in the chaos? A fundamental principle of Stoicism can guide you. It's not the events themselves, but your response to them that matters. This means that instead of succumbing to feelings of overwhelm, you can choose how to react to life's challenges. Imagine your workday. You've just received a project with a tight deadline. Your colleague, feeling the heat, snaps at you. You feel frustration bubble up, entwining with your exhaustion. But in this moment, pause. Remember the Stoic ideal. You wield control over your responses. Picture this. You take a deep breath, letting your shoulders relax. Instead of retaliating or letting anger drown you further, you respond with calmness. You consider that your colleague may be under pressure too. This shift in perspective transforms not just how you interact, but how you feel, preventing exhaustion from taking the wheel. Have you noticed how often you allow external circumstances to dictate your mood? How does that impact your daily energy levels? Exploring these questions invites you to examine what truly drains you and what empowers you. As the day progresses, you face other challenges: a missed bus, a delayed meeting, a personal issue. Every situation brings the same opportunity to apply this Stoic principle. The next time something doesn't go your way, pause. Ask yourself, am I choosing to empower or to exhaust myself with my reactions? This reflection is vital. Each moment is a chance to embrace Stoic wisdom. Remember, every time you face a challenge, you can choose your response, thus preserving your energy and peace. So as you step into your next 24 hours, commit to this practice. Observe how your reactions shape your experience. Notice the difference when you choose to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. And as you do, think about what this means for your overall well-being. Before you dive deeper into these Stoic lessons, I want to remind you of something important. Check your subscription. Many viewers have reported being unsubscribed without realizing it. Make sure you're still part of our community. Just hit that red button below. And while you're here, give that like button a strong tap. It truly helps me reach more people. Let's connect in the comments. Tell me what city you're watching from. Each one of you enriches this journey, and your engagement makes a significant difference. Every day, amid the chaos, you are faced with choices that shape your narrative. The Stoic lens encourages you to focus on your internal world rather than the external. Let's explore this deeper. Imagine yourself stuck in a traffic jam. The minutes crawl by, and your plans are slipping further away. Frustration bubbles up. But take a moment. Instead of letting irritation take hold, think about this. The obstacle is the way. Traffic is just a situation, a neutral event. Your response, however, is where the power lies. Choose to use this time. Listen to a podcast. Reflect on your day. In the midst of the gridlock, you have an opportunity to cultivate patience. Does the thought of navigating delays fill you with dread? Or can you shift that perspective to find a sliver of peace? This is the beauty of Stoicism. It acts like a gentle guide through life's inevitable disruptions. When faced with a demanding deadline, you can choose stress or clarity. you can pause to breathe, ground yourself, and tackle the task with fresh energy. Now let's delve into a vital truth. The root of our exhaustion often lies in our attachment to control. We desire the perfect job, that dream relationship, or the ideal outcome for every situation. But life is inherently unpredictable. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This wisdom challenges a common belief that striving for perfection will lead to contentment. The reality is, perfection is an illusion. Think about moments when you clung to expectations. Did it bring you joy? Or did it lead to stress? In embracing Stoic principles, you learn to focus on what you can control, your mindset and reactions. Notice how this perspective can shift your emotional landscape. Imagine a rainy day ruining your plans. Instead of sulking, you could find joy in the sound of rain, the smell of wet earth. This reframing transforms frustration into acceptance. As you practice this, think of how your day changes. You face a setback at work, and instead of spiraling into disappointment, you find a new path forward. You realize that growth and resilience emerge in these challenging moments. Embrace uncertainty. You can find balance in chaos. Every unexpected turn is an opportunity for growth. When you react thoughtfully, you build resilience. Reflect on this. When was the last time you let a moment slip away because you were fixated on the outcome? As you continue your day, remember this. It's less about what happens and more about how you choose to engage with it. Take this into your next interactions. How will you approach your challenges tomorrow? Each response you choose forges a new path in your journey. You hold the power to shape your experiences. As you explore these Stoic teachings, embrace the challenge to live intentionally, moment by moment. The journey is ongoing, and every small step counts. All of us are in this together, navigating the ebbs and flows of life. As you move through the day, it's easy to get caught up in the rush. Yet this is where another Stoic concept comes into play: mindfulness. Being present in the moment can change how you experience life. Let's explore this idea a bit further. Imagine you're sitting with a friend at lunch. You've both been busy, and the conversation feels surface level. Instead of scrolling on your phone or thinking about your next meeting, try to be fully there. Listen intently to what your friend says. This simple act of presence brings connection and joy. The meal becomes more than just food. It turns into a moment to cherish. Mindfulness is about tuning into the now. It's taking a breath and acknowledging your thoughts and feelings without judgment. The beauty of Stoicism here is that it encourages you to engage with your life instead of drifting through it. Have you ever noticed how your mind can wander? You're at work, but thinking about home. Or you're with loved ones, but dwelling on yesterday's problems. These distractions drain your energy. But when you practice being mindful, you reclaim that energy. Next, let's think about how habits play a role in this journey. Habits, like mindfulness, are within our control. You can decide to cultivate habits that uplift you. Maybe it's a morning routine that sets the tone for the day, or an evening wind-down ritual to reflect on what you're grateful for. Consider starting with a small habit. Perhaps you dedicate 5 minutes each morning to simple breathing exercises or jotting down your thoughts. This practice can ground you, providing clarity amidst the chaos. As you explore new habits, You may find that some resonate more than others. That's okay. The process of discovering what helps you is valuable in itself. Embrace the journey and don't hesitate to adjust along the way. Remember, every time you choose a practice that fosters mindfulness, you're building a positive cycle. You are not just reacting to life, you're actively shaping it. This proactive approach leads to personal growth and resilience. Let's also think about labeling emotions. Stoicism teaches us that feelings are natural, but labeling them can help you distance yourself from them. If you feel angry, instead of saying, "I am angry," try saying, "I feel anger." This slight shift can help you gain clarity. It allows you to acknowledge the emotion without letting it take control. The next time you encounter a difficult situation, take a moment to name the feeling. Is it frustration? Sadness? Anxiety? Once you identify it, you can decide how you want to respond. This power is transformative. As you continue to embrace Stoic principles, remember to be kind to yourself. It's natural to have setbacks. When you find yourself reacting without thought, pause. Take a deep breath and reflect on how you can respond differently next time. The journey may not always be smooth, but each step is valuable. By practicing mindfulness and understanding your emotions, you are equipping yourself with tools for a more fulfilling life. As you wrap up today, consider what you've learned. What will you carry into tomorrow? Each day brings a fresh canvas, an opportunity to paint it with your choices. The world may throw its challenges your way, but you hold the brush. How will you use it? Let's dive deeper into these ideas in the next chapter. Together, we'll explore how these concepts can enhance your relationships and overall well-being. The journey continues, and I'm excited for what lies ahead. As we step into this next chapter, let's focus on how Stoicism can improve our relationships with others. Every day, we interact with friends, family, coworkers, and even strangers. Each of these interactions is a chance for connection or misunderstanding. Let's explore how Stoic principles can guide these moments and enhance our connections. Think about a recent conversation you had. Was it warm and fulfilling, or did it leave you feeling drained? Often, our emotional responses during conversations can shape the quality of our relationships. Stoicism invites us to approach these interactions with intention and awareness. Imagine you're having a disagreement with a friend. It's easy to let frustration take over. You might want to defend your position aggressively or dismiss their feelings. But remember, the Stoic idea here is to pause and choose your reaction. Instead of firing back, take a breath. Try to see the situation from their perspective. How might this change the outcome? When you respond with understanding, it opens the door to a more meaningful dialogue. Your friend might appreciate your calmness and be more willing to share their feelings. This creates a connection built on respect and empathy rather than conflict. Now, let's talk about the importance of vulnerability. Stoicism teaches us that it's okay to show emotions. Being open about how you feel can strengthen relationships. If you're struggling, share it. Instead of hiding behind a facade of strength, let others in. This authenticity can cultivate deeper connections. Have you ever noticed how people gravitate towards those who are genuine? When you share your struggles, others feel safe to do the same. It creates a sense of community. Remember, We're all human. We all experience ups and downs. Consider how you can approach your relationships with curiosity. Ask questions and show genuine interest in others. When you listen actively, you validate their experiences. This simple act can transform a regular conversation into one that truly matters. Next, think about forgiveness. Holding on to grudges can weigh heavily on your heart. Stoicism encourages us to let go of resentment. When you choose to forgive, it frees up emotional space. It allows you to focus on the present and build stronger bonds. Picture this. A friend makes a mistake that hurts you. Instead of holding on to that hurt, consider the context. Maybe they were having a rough day. Choose to let it go. This doesn't mean ignoring the issue. It means acknowledging it and deciding not to let it drain your energy. As you navigate relationships, remember the power of gratitude. Expressing appreciation can uplift both you and the recipient. A simple message or a heartfelt thank you can brighten someone's day. It reminds you both of the joy in your connection. Let's also take a moment to reflect on conflict. Disagreements are natural in any relationship, but how you handle these moments can define the bond you share. Use the Stoic practice of examining your reactions. Ask yourself, is this reaction helping me or harming me? Embracing this mindset can lead to healthier exchanges. Instead of engaging in blame games, focus on solutions. This shift can foster growth and resilience in your relationships. As you go about your interactions today, keep these Stoic principles in mind. Each choice you make influences your emotional landscape and the bonds you create. Treat every conversation as an opportunity for connection. Now, let's prepare to dive even deeper into how Stoicism can empower your day-to-day life. In the next chapter, we'll explore practical exercises to embody these teachings. Each step we take together strengthens your journey toward a more meaningful existence. Embrace this process. Each interaction is a chance to paint your story with intention and heart. As we move forward in our exploration of Stoicism, let's delve into how we can bring these principles into our everyday routines. The beauty of Stoicism is that it's not just a philosophy, it's a way of life. It can empower us to navigate daily challenges with grace and resilience. First, think about how you start your day. Many of us jump out of bed, rush through our morning routine, and dive headfirst into the chaos. But what if you could flip that script? Imagine beginning your day with intention. Take a few moments to breathe deeply and set an intention for how you want to approach the day. It could be a simple reminder to stay calm in the face of stress, or to practice gratitude for what you have. Now, as you move through your day, consider the power of small moments. Whether you're commuting, at work, or running errands, there are countless opportunities to practice Stoicism. For example, if you find yourself stuck in line or waiting for an appointment, use that time to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this moment? Rather than getting frustrated, see it as a chance to practice patience. It's also important to recognize the role of gratitude in your daily experience. Take a moment each day to acknowledge what you're thankful for. It could be something as simple as a sunny day or a kind word from a colleague. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. This shift brings a sense of contentment and fulfillment. In your interactions with others, remember the value of active listening. This practice is not only about hearing words, but also about understanding emotions. When someone shares their thoughts, focus on really absorbing what they say, instead of planning your response while they're speaking. Put your full attention on them. This connection can turn casual exchanges into meaningful conversations, deepening your relationships. Let's also talk about setting boundaries. Stoicism teaches us about the importance of knowing our limits. In a world where we often feel pressured to say yes to everything, it's crucial to prioritize our well-being. If you feel overwhelmed by commitments, it's okay to step back. Saying no to one thing often means saying yes to yourself. As you face challenges throughout the day, remember the Stoic technique of reframing. When something doesn't go as planned, take a breath and ask yourself, what is this teaching me? Each setback is an opportunity for growth. This mindset helps you transform frustration into a stepping stone toward resilience. Moreover, don't shy away from self-reflection. At the end of your day, take a moment to think back on your experiences. What went well? What could you have handled differently? Being honest with yourself builds self-awareness, allowing you to grow from your actions. It's about progress, not perfection. Lastly, as you integrate these Stoic practices into your life, don't forget to be kind to yourself. Remember, everyone is on their journey. There will be days when you forget to practice mindfulness or lose your cool. It's okay. The goal is to keep moving forward and learning from each experience. As we wrap up this chapter, reflect on how these Stoic principles can become a natural part of your daily routine. Each small step, each moment of awareness, is a chance to shape your life with intention. In our next chapter, we'll explore practical exercises that can help you embody these teachings even more deeply. Together, we'll discover how to make these lessons practical and applicable in all areas of your life. Let's continue this journey together. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the city, the protagonist felt a shift within. The last few weeks had been a roller coaster of emotions and challenges, each day bringing its own set of trials. Yet, the lessons of Stoicism had begun to weave into their daily life, grounding them like roots digging deep into the earth. One evening, while preparing for yet another busy day, they paused and reflected on their journey. It was a moment of clarity that felt like a breath of fresh air. They had learned to appreciate the small victories, like starting the day with intention or finding calm in the middle of chaos. Each challenge that arose, from a miscommunication with a coworker to unexpected delays, became less daunting. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, they now saw each one as an opportunity for growth. However, not everything was smooth sailing. There was still the matter of the simmering disagreement with a close friend. It had lingered like a shadow, casting doubt over the connection they had cherished for years. In the past, they would have avoided the conversation, hoping it would mend itself. But now they recognized it as a chance to practice vulnerability and empathy. One afternoon, they decided it was time to confront the issue directly. They invited their friend for coffee, their heart racing with uncertainty. As they sat across from each other, they took a deep breath, recalling Stoic wisdom. It's not about being right. It's about understanding, they reminded themselves. They shared their feelings honestly, but with care. aware of the importance of their friend's perspective. To their surprise, the conversation opened up a floodgate. Their friend expressed empathy, revealing their own struggles during that time. It was not just a conversation, it was a reconnection. They laughed and reminisced, the tension of the past melting away. The relief was palpable, and they realized that embracing vulnerability brought them closer, solidifying their bond. Days turned into weeks, and their journey of self-awareness continued. They became more intentional about daily practices. Mindfulness moments transformed from theoretical discussions to genuine habits. Whether it was taking time to breathe before responding to a stressful email, or reflecting on their day's experiences, every small step mattered. They saw how these approaches were rippling outward, influencing not just their mood, but also the moods of those around them. At work, their colleagues noticed a change. They began to inspire others with the calm they exuded, guiding a team through tight deadlines with patience and clarity. Instead of rushing to solutions out of frustration, they discussed challenges openly, inviting collaboration. It created a sense of teamwork, reminding everyone of the greater purpose behind their tasks. Then came a significant project, the kind that would require every ounce of focus and teamwork. The pressure was intense, but rather than allowing stress to take over, they initiated a meeting to address the team's anxieties. They shared their thoughts on resilience and the Stoic principle of controlling reactions. Rather than outcomes, it was as if a weight was lifted. The atmosphere transformed from stressful to supportive. As the project rolled out successfully, they stood back and realized something essential. The exhaustion that once plagued them had significantly diminished. Instead, they felt empowered by their choices, fueled by the energy of understanding and patience. They had embraced the chaos of life instead of resisting it. When they looked back, it was clear that their journey was ongoing. Each interaction, each day, brought a new chance to embody Stoic principles. They had learned that life wasn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It was about learning to dance in the rain. As they stepped into a new day, the protagonist felt a renewed sense of purpose. They were ready for whatever came next, equipped with tools for resilience, mindfulness, and growth. Life would continue to throw challenges their way, but now they welcomed these moments, ready to respond with intention and grace. To keep moving forward on this path to peace of mind, consider joining this journey. Subscribe now for fresh insights on Stoicism. If this chapter resonated with you, hit the like button. It makes all the difference. Share the biggest takeaway you had in the comments. Your experience may inspire others. And remember, send this to at least 3 friends who could benefit from finding their inner balance.